Hey everybody, we're in the pit area here at ZMAX Dragway for the NGK Sparkplugs 4 Wide Nationals, and we're looking for cool cars, and we have found one. Great Sportsman racer, Don O'Neill, a perennial top 10 player in Racing RV's top Sportsman, a multi-time national event winner and defending race winner, has got his new ride out here, Chevy Camaro, but it's not a common Chevy Camaro. No big block Chevrolet under the hood of this thing. Don, what are you rocking?
This weekend we are unveiling our LS Magnuson 427 from Patterson Elite in our Jerry Haas Pro Stock Camaro for NGK and NTK and Tubba Towels and VP and everyone else that's jumped on board. And that question that you introed into seems to be, I need to put it on a bumper sticker because I think it's been the most asked question. They're like, why do you have an LS in a top Sportsman car when it's always big blocks and carburetors and nitrous?
And why is that? Why not go the proven direction? Instead, you're cutting edge technology.
Well, I'm a marketing guy, and this project was a marketing decision. We need to be able to reach 20 and 30-year-old consumers, millennials, and they all know about LS fuel injection and Magnuson Superchargers. So with the big push in the factory stock showdown, it was a natural fit to take a factory stock showdown foundation and put it in a pro stock Camaro. And so we rolled across the scales this weekend at 2,200 pounds, and I cannot wait to officially light up a scoreboard somewhere with what we consider will be the future of top Sportsman and, who knows, maybe one day pro stock.
So very cool. So just to lay it out there, LS, the 427 LS, so a little more cubic inches than factory stock showdown. But the Magnuson Supercharger, that's what they're using over there. And a very interesting combination. So tell us a little bit about the power of the blower and, of course, the people who stepped up to help you do something new and unusual. You're innovating in a category known for bracket racing.
Well, the whole concept of it really came off the idea of being able to take a Magnuson Supercharger from a factory stock showdown car and put it on top of just an aftermarket head and block combination, but not getting outside the realm of what the LS folks are doing in factory stock showdown. So we went to Patterson Elite. Obviously Todd and his guys and Richard and Royce and all of them, they have an understanding of that. And so we've got Brodex on board with the cylinder head package. We have RHS comp cams, they're Diamond, MGP. They're all involved on the internal, but it's still an LS based factory part off of a shelf type situation. And if a Copo guy needs a blower and a throttle body, we actually have exactly what they have over in factory stock showdown. They can come over and grab ours and bolt it on their combination. So we were not trying to get too far outside the realm of what they're doing, because GM's done a great job obviously coming up with that package. We just want to put it in something that's lighter and be different and try to suck in the 20 and 30-year-old guys with the fuel injection and get them out here to the sport. So that's why I say it was a marketing decision to do this. You're right. We have a top 10 winning car sitting on jacks in a shop 2 years in a row, and I bring this thing out here. So I may need a little medication. I'm not sure.
All right, let's check out the cockpit. Let's head around. I want you to show us what's going on inside in your office. Don O'Neill has won a couple of national events, including this one year ago. And the Magnuson Supercharger is awesome, going in a new direction, but let's see Don in his office. I love Sportsman racers. They are truly the backbone of the sport, and RacingRVs.com top Sportsman, really quick and fast bracket racing. Don, there's bracket racers all around the country. They envy you right now. Tell me about this cockpit. And first thing that's a little surprising, at least to me, you're not using a Power Glide transmission.
No, with the engine RPMs that we had and the weight, we figured that we were going to need a 3-speed, and so that's what we went to with a Turbo 400. Light everything, carbon fiber drive shaft from QA1, Cohen converters, my Simpson safety stuff that's keeping me safe that I'm still getting used to in this cockpit. So we had to rethink. A lot of this really kind of fell into the realm of a lot of comp eliminator type, thought process as far as R&D and engineering goes.
And show us through your routine. You got your trans brake button, you got your line lock button, obviously the shifter. You're on the starting line. What goes down?
I asked myself that 3 times because that's all I've made so far. With the 3-speed, we start out in first gear. Trans brake, we're leaving somewhere between 4,800 and 52, shifting at 78 both times. Looking to go through the traps somewhere around 8,000 RPM. Hit the nice big easy air shoot assisted Simpson on the button and take a good look at my race pack dash.
Very good. Now, the car is beautiful. NGK really stepping up. Of course, you won this race a year ago. You got all kinds of marketing partners on the car, and they're doing great things. You do a really great job. You mentioned you're a marketer. You do a really great job. But I noticed the hashtag, Do It For Die, right where your name would be on the car. Explain a little bit the Do It For Die hashtag.
In November, we found out that my wife had cancer. And so we went into PRI for the unveiling of the car, and 1 week later we were having our first cancer surgery. So when I found out, I had a friend, I texted him, and a military, former military guy, close friend, and he just responded with one text and then just said, hashtag Do It For Die. And so it stuck at 5:45 in the morning. We've incorporated it into all of our branding. Fire suit, crew shirts, it's on the car, it's on our tent, it's got its own tent wall in the pit. We have to make sure that, we communicate that, yeah, we're battling a life-changing event. Hands down. It doesn't discriminate against anybody for who the cancer affects or what it does to a family or an individual. And so we wanted to make sure that we let people know that even though it is life-changing, it's not life-stopping, to, be there for the moments, take them in. It's who we are. A lot of people thought that we were going to stop racing. It's a struggle for her to be here. She has MS. We got cancer from MS drugs. But at the same time, it's who we are. I mean, you hate to think that a hobby to a lot of people becomes you and becomes who you are, but it is who we are. It's what we do together. She's my best friend. I just hope the hashtag carries us through.
Don, thank you. You've done so much. You and Diane, so great over the years. Backbone of the sport, coming out, racing so much, have had such great success, putting together this car, taking us through it. But really, the most meaningful aspect is the fight that you guys are fighting, and we are with you, and I want you to know that. Do It For Die. That is the hashtag. Don and Diane O'Neill, two great NHRA racers out here at the 4 Wide Nationals.